All right, today is tattoo day. We're going down the end of Soy 11 here, and we're gonna get a tattoo that of a bug that bit me last year, and it's called a Rove Beatle. And I'm sure you guys will be interested in the whole story behind it when I finish this video at the end. So stick around.
What's up? All right. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys all enjoy this story. But this is the story of the Rove Beatle. So I was here last year, and it was my last night before I was about to get on my flight back home the next day. It was about midday. I was probably going to get on the flight. So I'm sitting in a bar on Soy, I think somewhere around 22 to 19, one of them streets, and it's a corner up on Sukhumvit Road. And I happened to be drinking a few beers and sitting at one of the counters and watching the people go by. I'm a big people watcher while I'm here. I love watching all kinds of tourists and stuff. I keep leaning, this is around the time of just after Songkran too, the big water festival with all the water fights and all that stuff. So I'm sitting in the bar, and the bar has wrought iron, steel, like fencing in front of it, and some plants outside of it also. And I keep leaning my leg up against the bar, the metal railing, and for a long time, you know, I'll sit there, lean it up against for a while, and then take it off, lean it back and forth. And I was there for a few hours drinking with a couple of people and just talking. I met some British people. I met a British guy that just brought his Thai wife back. That was a story. They met last year and he got married, and I'm looking at him going, man, wow, she's probably going to take him for everything. But anyways, it could be true love. You never know. Anyways, I'm sitting there, and I'm leaning my leg up against this metal rod, and, you know, I start to feel some pain. No big deal. Didn't really bother me that much. And I take my leg off, you know, and it felt like a little bit of a, not like a mosquito bite, a little bit different. It wasn't itchy. It was more painful. Another thing is, I do remember when I had my leg up against the bar, I lifted it off and I kind of wiped my leg away, and I remember seeing these two little ant-like guys go scurrying off, and they were multicolored, black and red. So this is one of the determining factors. When I got back to Boston, I was like, oh, I remember seeing these little black, but they look like ants. I thought they were ants at the time. I was wrong. And like I said before, these things were discovered in 2008 in Thailand. So I show these bugs to certain people, like Thais that have been here for a long time, and they're like, oh no, this bug is not in Thailand. I'm like, oh yes it is. And I have to bring up like a wiki thing, or, you know, documentation, Google documentation to show them. So it's just kind of wild. Be careful here in Thailand. Yeah, just be very careful here in Thailand. You never know what you can come across in more ways than one, if you know what I'm saying. Boom, boom, boom. So I ended up leaving that bar, going to another bar, getting some company, and going back to my hotel for my last night in Bangkok. Had a great time that night. I wake up the next morning, about 6 in the morning, and the spot on my leg where I kept leaning my leg up against the metal bar was a little blister. And I'm talking a tiny little blister, maybe about that big, but like a blister that you would get from like a burn, it almost looked like, you know? So I looked down, I'm like, wow, what's that? And when I touch it, it burst. It burst just like a regular blister. Had no idea what was about to happen to my leg. pack all my stuff, leave my room. I go to the airport. My leg is starting to I'm starting to get some pain and some itchiness to it. Like, I don't want to leave it alone. Like, I keep touching it. I'm like, wow, what the fuck is going on with my leg, you know? And it seems to be getting redder and redder. I sit in the airport. I take, Sukhumvit Airport. You get on that final stairs. You go up the worst stairs in the world. Everybody, you want to see a grown man cry? Go to the international terminal and watch the departures escalator, and you will see a grown man cry, I guarantee you. Anyways, get on my flight. I think it was from here to Japan. I landed, no, actually, I think my flight was straight back all the way to California. That trip, I'm not sure. Anyways, I get on the flight and my leg just gets worse and worse. More pain, more pain. I land in, I think it was San Francisco, or yeah, I think it was California, around that area. And I get pain in my leg and it's starting to swell. I waited out. I get all the way back home to Boston, and now my leg is fucked. It's slowly swelling from the top all the way down to my ankle. I had a big hole. Well, not a big hole yet, but a pretty good sized red mark. And it seems to be getting deeper. More like a burn, I would say. It was like white. And then over a period of time, the next few days, it just slowly got worse and worse. I went to the hospital. So I land in San Francisco. My leg is pretty fucked up. I go home to Boston. My leg is swelling up in pain. I got a good sized red mark, but it looks like a burn. We don't know what the hell it is. Go to the doctors. They determine that it's a blister beetle infection, and there's no real antibiotics that they wanted to start me on, so they just gave me some hydrocortisone cream, which seemed to help once I got it in there. And I just had to wait it out over a month. And it took about a month to heal. Here's some pictures of what it looks like. And this is the reason why I got the tattoo. And I got the tattoo with the little Thai flag in his hand because this bug was originally discovered in 2008 in Thailand. It's a new species of insect. Be careful while you're here in Thailand, everybody. There's many things, not just people that can screw you over and burn you here in Thailand. There are insects, there are snakes, and just be aware. Don't lean up against a tree while you're waiting somewhere, like for a ride or something. You can lean up against the tree and you'll lean up against ants that have some type of acid or poison defense, and you will feel it. Watch out when you sit down on the ground somewhere. Like I was doing laundry the other day, and we decided to sit outside on the stoops, on the steps on the front of the laundry instead of sitting inside because it was hot as fuck inside the place. So we sit outside and we're eating some Wagyu beef skewers right down the street here. So nice, actually. 100 baht for 10 pieces. Unbelievable. Anyways, and I look down and there's a trail of red ants, little tiny ones. Now these little red tiny ones, even them will fucking bite you and it'll hurt. If you guys, anybody from Florida, Arizona, Arkansas probably will know types of insects like this. So just be careful while you're here in Thailand. And that.
Alright, here we go. We're at Ink Incorporated down at the end of Sukhumvit 11.
It depends on your old, but if you depends on your old too.
Yeah.
How you behave.
อะไรไม่รู้ไอ้คนเจ้าของอีเมลก็ไปอยู่เชียงใหม่
So just be careful while you're here in Thailand, and that is my Rove Beatle story and the Rove Beatle tattoo story. Hey, if you guys like these videos, please like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to be doing a lot more now that I have my condo all set and things to do. So we'll plan things out. Thank you very much. Peace.